Hey everybody, I'm ZeldaMaster and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Master Mode. Last time we arrived at the Lake Tower, and in this video we're going to continue on by riding on horseback and looking for a new horse actually. So currently we have Epona with us, but my goal is to reach the Taobab Grasslands in this video and find myself a new steed, as well as hopefully find more shrines and explore the rest of Hyrule, because we have a lot to explore and a lot to fill out on our map. Because if we take a look at our map, yeah, not so much is filled out, so we got a lot to do outside of the divine beasts. I mean, we may have gotten Rivali's Gale last time, but I think I'm going to keep it at that for a while. And what I mean by that is, with Rivali's Gale, we can pretty much do a lot more stuff. A lot of things are going to be a lot easier because we can get an upwards draft and then slowly glide down after getting so much more air. And yeah, that's going to prove to be very useful. It's currently down though, I gotta wait for it to come off cooldown, but it still will be of help. I can't wait to continue using it. That's why I want to get that first over anything. I felt like that champion ability was a must before we did anything else, and that's why we did it with so little hearts, so little everything. That and for the challenge. I mean, I'm going to continue only getting stamina upgrades until I max out my stamina, because I want to have as little hearts as I possibly can have to keep the challenge going. Sadly, stupid mistakes like accidentally using a bomb arrow right in front of me will give me a game over. So yeah, I gotta be really careful with how I do things. And hey, look, we got some enemies, and actually this is gonna be a little I feel bad doing this because I realize I'm hitting a horse as well. Hopefully okay, let's not use bomb arrows on these guys. Come on, Epona, let's go. I actually want to use something else, but I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. You know, these horses are owned by Bakublins, so I mean, I bet they don't even care about life. That's just okay. I froze this one. I'm sure it will continue on, hopefully. But I do want to kill off you, and let's go ahead and do this. I do believe this is for literally a side quest, and uh-oh, I gotta quickly kill you before you start regenerating your HP. There we go. Alright, we done it. And, oh, there's still one more just running. Hey, buddy. And goodbye, buddy. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. See, this is the problem with enemies. Yeah, they can easily just heal without you knowing. But I do believe by taking out all of these enemies, it may have seemed a little unnecessary. But at the same time, as long as no blood moon somehow happens, we've done a side quest, believe it or not. Because this is actually a side quest. I believe it's called the Horseback Hooligans or something like that. All you need to do is speak to this lady over here. And, oh, I saw you. Oh, wait. She noticed. That's it. Oh, a small token. Nice. So the game does give you a reward and actually has dialogue for the lady immediately if you do the side quest without speaking to her. I think that's really cool because, yeah, I would have rather, I mean, it would have been weird to actually have her talk to us about it. But alright, let's go ahead and now leave. So yeah, this, you know, stable is pretty nice. I do want to get the shrine for it, and then from there, we're going to make our way to the grasslands so we can find Grow. I do believe you can find the exact type of horse I'm looking for there. Let's just hope I'm right, because I do know some of the horses, especially when you do tame them, it's kind of, I want to say it's RNG, like you're not entirely sure you're going to get what you want, but depending on how the horse looks, like if it's a spotted horse, usually those ones have very low stats, and the ones that are like a solid color, especially the more rare ones to find, they always have very good stats. So you're kind of able to tell just by how the you know, the color of the, like, literally the horse's hair is. And yeah, so let's go ahead and do metal doors open the way. This should hopefully be simple. Oh, okay, I know this one. This one's very straightforward. There's not really too much to it, but you have to be a little precise with how I do things. Oh, okay, we got actually an enemy here, and you're going to be very easy to kill because I have this. Haha, yes. Very strong version of the Guardian Sword. Okay, but there we go. Now I can easily pick this up. It's no longer attached to a wall or anything, and then from here we will do this, right? I think. Let's hope this doesn't fall on me. Uh-oh. Okay, you know what? Let's not risk it. I was gonna drop it hoping I created a bridge, but then I'm thinking about it. I'm like, knowing me, I would probably do the dumbest thing and mess it all up. But there we go. Okay. So we got this bridge, and now all we need to do is... And then Phil's wondering how to get this chest. You can either blow it up or just do this. Actually, let me see if this works. There we go. So if you really want to know what's inside that chest, well, there you go. You could easily figure out. And hey, buddy, let's not do that. Oh, this guy's really tanky. Jeez. Let's hurry up then. Let's not die from its attacks. So I would like to first... Actually, you know what? You want to fight, buddy? Take this. I got you. Whoa. Okay. Well, it fell on the Guardian, but it didn't do the damage I was hoping for. Oh, you... Oh, okay, didn't actually crush it again. I need to crush... I want to see what happens if I can... Oh, no, okay. you sit there, buddy. Okay, you'll be good. Nah, I don't know what I'm doing right now. Okay, well, at least it's given up, so... Hopefully it doesn't notice me now, and let's actually finish the shrine. I would like to do it very calmly and without any problems with this specific Guardian, but... Nice. Okay, I made the bridge. I didn't make a bridge. I thought I did. Like, please land without too much crazy stuff happening. Okay, perfect. And that's how we do that, my friends. But now it's time to grab this really quickly. I wonder if literally every single Sheikah is doing a different pose. I feel like the majority of them usually sit pretzel-legged like that. So maybe not, but I have seen some pretty interesting looking Sheikah stances, like with the monks. Makes you wonder, did they make them very skeletal-like for the fact that they've made the shrines and were awaiting Link forever, and somehow like their spirit is still there until Link finally arrives, and then they fade from existence? I mean, every time I see that fade, I guess this is a spoiler warning for those who haven't played Skyward Sword. You know, I'll be vague about it, so if you played Skyward Sword, you'd get it. But every time I see that fade, I think of another Sheikah that did a very similar fade to that, and it just seems very, you know, sad. I usually skip over it, though, for those wondering what I mean by the fade. The fade is pretty much when they turn into little sparkles of dust or whatever it is and just kind of fade from existence. And somehow you're supposed to accept, okay, now they're gone. So that's a thing, but... yeah, every time I see that from a Sheikah monk, I can't help but think of a different Sheikah, a very, 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 very ancient Sheikah. When I say very, I mean very, very, because think about it. Over 10,000 years, Hyrule was already established, Hyrule was a thing, pretty much Ocarina of Time's events took place, Twilight Princess took place, all of that, and Skyward Sword is at the very front. So we don't really know how many years it's been since now in like Skyward Sword. I want to say maybe 15,000. Like it would make sense if maybe like it took 5,000 years from Skyward Sword to Ocarina of Time's events to unfold, and kind of the timeline split up, and then it leads to what could be another 10k years to lead to Breath of the Wild story. I don't know though. I'm just kind of speculating. I feel like in general, with this game in particular, it just kind of says, you know what, the Zelda timeline will be made up as they go along. It's not that big of a deal to try to speculate anymore, because it's a video game at the end of the day. Nintendo will make up whatever they want to make up, because that's what they've been doing throughout all of Zelda's timeline. And let's be honest, a lot of stuff can really contradict itself and just kind of leave, you could say, loopholes within the timeline. But if you look at it in I guess the way I'm looking at now, where this just could be a unified timeline, it's just all about every Zelda game that has happened somehow happened in the same universe. It's just, you know, we don't know the timing, we don't know how they link up, and that's about it. I kind of learned to accept it as that now with Breath of the Wild, though if they do come up with a really well thought out and more evidence to why Breath of the Wild's where it is and how would the timelines merge, I don't know, it's just a lot of confusion, because, you know, this references every Zelda game. So a lot of people are saying, oh, it has to be child timeline because of the items, this and that, but it's like, nah, I feel like it's just fan service, non-canon items like Midna's helmet. I mean, they even said Midna's helmet is a replica. Majora's Mask is probably also a replica. It's not the actual thing, just references to other Zelda games. But yeah, there are frickin' Lionels. I don't want to mess with them at all, but they'll mess with me, and that won't be any good. So let's just keep going. But yeah, my goal, as mentioned, is to reach the Taobab Grasslands. I'm not looking forward to getting the giant horse. I mean, it's for a side quest. It's pretty cool. He does great damage, this and that, but that's not what I want. I want a better horse. I want one that's actually better than Epona, has much better stats. And this horse, hopefully, we'll be able to find with these. So let me go ahead and just kind of speed up so the Lionel can't really react to me. There we go. Oh, that was weird. But alright. But okay, here we go. Alright, so we have reached the grasslands. Like I said, I don't really care for the giant horse at hand. I more so care for a different horse. Let's see what we can find, though. So I'm going to kind of stop here. And then let's just walk now. Let's see what we will be finding. Unless the giant horse isn't even here yet. Does it appear later on within the game as time progresses? No, it's there. You can see it. Its model is so huge that it's the only one that loaded in. Hopefully more horse models will load in. Yes, okay. Sweet. So we got all of them. Yeah, this is a really good place to find good horses altogether. From the giant's horse to just horses with decent stats. I feel like this is the way to go. But the real question is, did I come prepared? Okay. Kinda. Not really, but kinda. Let's hope so. Let's hope the stamina I currently have is enough. I totally forgot about, like, getting stamina ready for this. But we do have Rivali's Gale, so let's use that first instead of, like, slowly approaching them. And then let's figure out which horse I'm going to try to tame. That's not it. That's not it. None of those are it. They're all kind of moving together. Wait, is this one it? This is... Nope. It has slightly white on its hooves. So that's not it either. There's literally a particular horse I'm looking for. None of these are it, though. I don't think it spawned in. That's the thing. It's kind of RNG. So it wasn't guaranteed to be here. But it would have been nice if it was. I might just end up going for this one instead. All of these horses are moving. Hey, look, there's a Korok seed. I guess I'll hit this real quickly first. Hopefully that doesn't scare off any of the horses around here. But... yeah, it's hitting me now that it might be a little difficult to find what I truly want out of a horse. And no, I'm not going to settle. I have Epona for the time being. So if I can't find it, we're just going to move on and take this as a loss, if anything. I'll roll with it. It's fine. Okay, let's go ahead and double check. So, yep. None of them are the ones I'm looking for, sadly. You know what I can try doing? Is it seems a little risky, is like saving and kind of loading it back up, but I feel like that wouldn't be that smart. If I had the travel medallion, then I would easily be able to re-teleport and hope it can kind of like reload this whole area for me, maybe give me better horses, but sadly it's not at all. So yeah, these are the only horses we have. Hey buddy, yeah, you guys run away. Okay, let's just keep going actually. Let's just see if there are any more horses deep down. Actually, opponent, come on. Let's go. I guess I could just end up getting the giant horse and fulfilling that side quest. I mean, I came all the way out here for something, right? It sucks that it's not what I wanted, but okay, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just get this giant horse. Okay, perfect. We literally landed on it. And now, I just gotta hope that I have the stamina to tame it. So let's see. I think we did it. Yeah, we did. Okay, I didn't need to eat any more because we did have enough. Hey, opponent, you jealous? Yeah, I thought so. All right. So let's get going now. Yeah, let's go ahead and take this to at least the side quest area. Let's see. See, this is not the horse I want though, because pretty much the one I'm looking for looks identical to Aggro. It's completely black and it has a diamond-like crest on its forehead, and it's crazy because Aggro has like an eye on its forehead. I'm assuming in reference to Ico. I don't really know, but all I do know is that in this game they made a horse that just really resembles Aggro from Shadow of the Colossus. I appreciate the heck out of that I want to get it for this LP, call it Aggro, and just pretend to somehow I have Aggro. But I need to make sure it looks exactly like Aggro. So we need to find that exact horse with the same black mane, black hair, and a little white thing on like its forehead. It's crazy how similar it actually looks. I don't know. Would Nintendo really do a reference like that, or is it just that random? I think it might just be random that they happen to both look alike. And okay, let's keep going. But either way, I will come back for you. Actually, you know what we should do? Is we should try to get the travel medallion as soon as possible and just have that as backup. And while we do that, I guess, I'm going to go ahead and, we're going to do that soon. But before we consider doing that, before we leave, before whatever, there is a shrine over here that I do believe I can easily pick up. So might as well pick it up while I'm at it. I do believe my shrine sensor is off though, so gotta use my brain here. This is pretty much how I want to do things. Like, I played the game also in pro mode with no shrine sensor, but for the sake of the let's play, I feel like that would be a bit much if I just had you guys like just know exactly where I'm going. Even though I may know where I'm going, I feel like I should at least give you guys the map, the time of day, and overall the weather condition. Like, I'm gonna keep this stuff up, even though personally I just like using it in pro mode all the time, so it always looks amazing in my opinion. But okay, Stelnox is up over here. I'm not here to fight it though, unless Stelnox is this way. Wait, Stelnox? Oh, hey buddy. Okay, well that's interesting. Let me actually then remember that, and I'll do this. Let's see if the giant horse stays as we make our way to a Sheikah shrine. So yeah, I'm gonna leave the Stelnox that's over here. Our goal was to get ourselves freaking a Hylian shield early on, and here I am doing this. But you know what? We'll probably aim for the Hylian shield next, after I get myself a horse or start to work for that. But okay, let's quickly run so we don't get hit again. Phew. All right, and now start running up. So I'm banking that this here will take me exactly to where I need to go, and that is apparently a shrine somewhere somehow, but we will truly figure out as we reach the top. Come on, let's see. And yes, actually, aha, it's literally here. So that wasn't hard to find at all. And I do believe there is the chick that is cooking horribly disgusting, nasty food. I mean, this is all trash anyways, and she's just cooking rocks or whatever. Pretty hilarious NPC. Actually, what's really unique about this game is, even though we are in this post-apocalyptic world, like, the amount of NPCs in this game, I feel like a good amount, and it's every single one has their own unique name, own unique dialogue. It's not just random characters you see that just says Traveler as their name. Granted, the ones that are known as just Traveler, that are the generic NPCs that vary as time goes on, those ones usually are based off of the Yiga clan members, obviously, because every other, you'll know, like, you'll pretty much figure out whether or not you know, the person is an actual Traveler or a Yiga clan's member, and it's really easy. It's that easy to tell. But like, I really appreciate that Nintendo went that route and took the time to make every single character unique and have their own name, have their own set of dialogue. That's awesome. I mean, granted, there's so many of them, and this game doesn't have that many, but it has a good amount, especially for like the scenario it's in. It's a post-apocalyptic game, so I think, yeah, it's definitely pretty lively for what it is. Actually, it's really lively when you think of Breath of the Wild. Granted, when you're in Hyrule Field, you can feel the ruin, the destruction, everything Hyrule's been through. But then when you reach a town like Kakariko or Hateno or Lurlin, or even any of the Zora's Domain, Rito Village, any of those, it's thriving really well. But it makes sense. I mean, it's been 100 years now. You wouldn't think they'd still be in, you know, calamity and in despair and all of that, but obviously they're not doing well, you know, waiting for the hero, which is us. We're also taking our time. I mean, sucks for Zelda. Zelda's like standing in front of Ganondorf trying to hold him off for 100 years straight, and Link is here taking shrines on, looking for horses, having the time of his life. Actually, I just realized that that monk was like doing this or something, kind of like praying or something. It's pretty interesting. Kind of want to notice all of the movement, or the way they look, because when they disappear you'll never see them again. So Yeah, because even if you can revisit the shrine, revisiting it means nothing, because you'll reach the end and you'll see an empty little box of where they, are usually in, and it's pretty, upsetting to not see the Sheik anymore. But like I said before, it reminds me of Skyward Sword with the reference of them fulfilling their duty, so they fade out. And I'm assuming that's literally why they do that. But man, oh man, is this shot of the horizon ever so beautiful. Wow. See, and it sucks. The reason why I don't like taking on any of the divine beasts is because of this red line. So now, like, every time I walk through Hyrule, like, if I were to do, Ruta, we would see, like, somewhere over here, a divine beast shooting, and then we'd see over here, Rudania shooting over into Hyrule Castle, and then one from behind us shooting to Hyrule Castle. And I don't know, like, I like the idea, the fact that they're able to make that, they're able to give you the idea of the champions are ready to take aim at Calamity Ganon. Cool, but it would have been nice just after you defeated Calamity Ganon, remove those red lines in the sky. I mean, I don't think anybody really appreciates them as much as, it's like, I don't know, they get old quick. Like, I don't like the red lines, and it sucks that now forever Rito Village will be projecting one. And as we progress through the game, more will be projecting them. So I do plan on doing my own run of the game without completing any divine beast, or at least completing them to the point where all that's left is the Blight Ganon is defeated, and I have to just press A on the main terminal to activate it. And instead of activating it, I'll just leave it unactivated and just kind of move on from there. Not get the champion ability, just so I can keep Hyrule Field clean and not have any red lines in the sky. I know it sounds nitpicky, but this game is all about taking in the breadth of the wild, taking in this view, and when you see those red lines in the sky, at least for me, it kind of ruins that immersion. And yeah, it's not pretty, to say the least. I don't like it, at least. But bam, look at how they all flew, like, boom, you just knock them back. That is so hilarious how that's just how it takes place when you use this horse. But okay, let me pay attention here, though. Maybe there is the horse I'm looking for. No, okay, none of these are. I mean, I should mainly look at its mane and then the color of its hair. It needs to be both solid, like dark black-ish, in my opinion, because Agro was a black-haired horse. But okay, so this is a side quest that I would like to do. Can't really control this dude, though, to slow him down, but it's fine. Let's go ahead and do that. So big. That horse is huge. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and the hunt for the giant horse. Go ahead, take a look at it. And just like that, hopefully we'll get some rupees. This is the reason why I'm doing some of the side quests, hoping I can get myself something, interesting out of it. Just like he finds this horse quite interesting. But all right, yeah, I'll take it. Definitely worth, I guess. So we did all of this for the giant horse. Not too worth it, but we'll just kind of go along with how this ends up. And I will tame this horse since I took all of the time to do this. I want to at least make what we've done so far worth it, but I do wish we found aggro just now, and I would be heading back to the stable with my new horse. But sadly, we're gonna have to keep Epona for a little bit longer. Don't worry though, my goal is now to get the travel medallion as soon as possible, so that way I can place it in Taobab Grasslands and come back constantly, or something beyond those lines. Like, I'm not gonna give up until I find aggro somewhere in Hyrule Field, and I feel like it's necessary because right now I'm using the horse to get from an amiibo. I want to tame my own horse and use that one and kind of change things up as mentioned before. But all right, let's go ahead and just register this horse. I've named it Demise in my previous playthrough. Trying to think of a different name. I feel like Demise works though, because Demise is what you could consider the spawn of Ganon, at least why Ganon curses Hyrule and Link in Zelda in particular. If you played Skyward Sword as well, you'd understand what I'm talking about. I feel like Skyward Sword is a must play. If you're into Zelda, like, you should play the origin of this Zelda series, which is Skyward Sword. But yeah, let's go ahead and register this, and our bond is not too good, but I don't care. We'll take it. So what are we gonna name this horse this time around? I'm just gonna call it, instead of Demise, we'll call it, I want to say the most generic thing, Darky. They would fit, like Darky. I'm gonna do that. All right, let's take this horse. I actually don't want to keep you, but I would like to grow more affection and give you some food. So I only have one apple on me, but you take it, buddy. Okay. There you go. All right, so now with that done, I guess we should go ahead and take out Epona. And from here, sadly, we're going to have to kind of head the other way. I'm not going to go any deeper within the Faron Woods. I actually want to kind of backtrack and start making my way to Kakariko. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and pretty much leave all of this. And you know what? Might as well teleport, pick up Epona here. And from there, we'll head over to Kakariko. I think next time we'll aim on the Highland Shields. For now, I'm just going to kind of progress a little more story since I feel like this video will be a bit slow and won't really have any master mode type elements kick in. And what I mean by that is it won't feel any more challenging than playing the original game. Granted, I have a lot less hearts than I would normally have, but that's about it. I feel like at least with horseback riding, you can easily avoid the majority of the enemies, and I'm kind of going to want to do that to progress the story. I want to get the Champion's Tunic, which is very important. Some people told me, and I don't believe this to be true, but apparently if you take on a Divine Beast without speaking to Impa first, she won't offer you the Champion's Tunic or something like that, but I don't believe that's actually a thing. I mean, there's a reason why Impa is out of the way, and you can do other things besides, you know, speak to Impa and do all of that jazz. So, yeah, I doubt it. I'm pretty sure once we get an actual memory and not a story mode memory, like one that you find in Hyrule Field, she'll give us the Champion's Tunic, which is pretty much how you originally get it within the game. But speaking of Impa and heading to Kakariko Village, along the way we will be finding our friend. Okay, thanks Epona for that. I was trying to stop, but we will be finding our friend Hetsu, and I do want to prepare for my buddy. Ah, yeah, that was nice. Because like all three just split up, and bam, I got it. But look at all of that orange, man. Seeing the orange shrine, the orange tower, more orange towers. I feel like I gotta do something about it, but we'll put that on hold and just continue on now. But all right, let's go ahead and turn. I'm gonna ignore this camp, ignore I guess this platform as well, and we're at the Owlin Bridge. And it's funny that I was mentioning Skyward Sword a lot because Owlin is actually one of the characters within Skyward Sword. It's actually one of your teachers, you could say, or I don't know. I guess you could say one of the teachers in a sense, but yeah. I don't know why I actually passed Owlin Bridge now that I think about it. I feel like if I made my way all the way down near the outpost ruins and just continued heading left to the Necluda frickin' mountains, and wait, this guy's really not noticing me. You know what, buddy? You know what? Okay, I was hoping. No, wait. Whoa! Oh god. No. No! Okay. I forget enemies have stuff like that, you know? They can deal crazy damage, Epona! Okay. You freaking... okay. I was hoping I'd hit him with the metal chest, and then I would be, you know, superior. Here I am wasting so many bomb arrows that aren't even bomb arrows. They're not exploding on sight because it's rain, so it can't even ignite, and that sucks. But it is still killed who I was trying to kill, so you know what? I'll take it. But okay, hey buddies, bye buddies. There is a chest I could get from you guys, but I don't care for it. And I got a goal now. Should just at least to reach Necluda, say hi to Impa, get some story stuff down. That way we can then make our way to Akala and you know, get the Highland Shield, all of that. We have so much to do outside of the story, but I feel like we just gotta squeeze in a little story. Mainly because I would like to find memories and take photos and stuff. I can't even do that. But okay, you know what, actually? The end is here. I'm going to take your word for that. I'm going to jump off. Screw this cruel world up. Don't be rash. What are you talking about? Yeah, I find it hilarious how if you attempt to jump off, you get that guy to tell you that. Okay. But anyways, to the next tower, and Rivali's Gale is fully packed. So... boy oh boy, is this one going to be easy as well. Hopefully I don't end up losing my stamina and dying like the last video. That was pretty sad. I'd say that was like the worst death I can ever give myself. But alright, while I continue on, there's another Korok seed here. I can't help it, guys. I got to get myself at least 1 or 2 Korok seeds while we kind of go along the way. Plus, I'm playing this differently, like I said. This is not a walkthrough type thing. I'm just playing the game. So normally, if I were to find a Korok seed, I would go for it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing how I normally do it. And I want you, whatever, you know, Korok seed comes will be very helpful. And there you go. Atop of the tree. Not bad. But man, we're gonna need so much. I think at 900, and that's why I feel like it's very common for people to casually ignore Korok seeds. Cause like, I mean, there's 900. Why bother? It's not like the Mai-Mais within Link Between Worlds. I feel like the Mai-Mais within Link Between Worlds were far less, yet it's far better things. Like, instead of just increasing your inventory, which should have already been a given within the game, it gives you ability power-ups. All of your items, everything you get will be powered up into a much better thing. I love that. Yeah, it really sucks that, you know, this game doesn't have something like that. And actually, is there a Korok over there too? Let's check. Probably one underneath this rock. Or, I mean, I don't know if they'd be that close to each other. Probably not. You know, I'm just going to ignore that one. There's no way I just got 2 Koroks and I'm going to get a third one within seconds. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and move on and continue through here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. And my computer, my other computer that I'm recording with is having an update, and it's telling me to restart the computer. I'm trying to schedule a time, but also playing a game. So please don't restart on me. That'd be kind of nice. I don't know why it's even telling me. Just do. Okay. Hear me out, guys. Thursday. What is today? Today's not Thursday. I think the day you're watching this might be Thursday. So yeah, that's good enough for me. That's when this will happen. But yeah, like I'm still doing, as I mentioned in the last video, I'm doing a different setup, so that way there shouldn't be any lag in the videos, because there was a lot in the first 3 videos. I managed to salvage what I could of it and make it seem like there was no cuts, but I do believe at least in like the Rivali cutscene, we saw the first cutscene meeting Rivali, there was a giant cut in that cutscene, and to me, like, even though some people might look past it, I can't. I'm like, it ruined the cutscene. So yeah, I spent like the past couple days trying my best just to get my game capture to work properly. What I mean by properly is for it not to, and whoa, we already reached the top, but for it not to, like, obviously skip random frames and footage and all of that. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to put less strain on the computer, record only with the game capture on a computer, which is my main computer, and then record on a separate laptop the webcam. And it's weird because, like, you would think wouldn't require much like processing power just to record 2 simple things, but the way Logitech has their webcams, really stupid. If you want to use a good webcam, you have to use programs like XSplit, and you can't use Logitech's actual webcam software. And in doing that, I mean, it ends up you have to use like better programs that require more like PC usage in general and GPU and all of that. So you end up, you know, resulting in getting some lag. At least the game capture has been giving me that ever since I started doing this series. So trying to prevent that is what I'm getting at. I know, like I said, it might be some stuff people might not notice, but I'm picky. I like my videos to be something I'm happy with and just generally proud to like display. I don't want to just kind of, I guess you could say, half-ass something just to get it out there. So I know that, yeah, there's been like a lack of videos in terms of this series, but it was because I wanted things to just work out for the better in that sense. So hopefully that makes some sort of sense. I don't know why I went on this tangent. It's mainly just because I noticed my computer doing some weird stuff, so making sure that works. For those who do record or attempt to record, you might get where I'm coming from. Just in general, you don't want to miss footage or even frames within your video, and having random, like, unexplainable lag like that can truly slow you down if you're trying to keep your videos with everything in the video. Like, I didn't want to just deal with that and be like, oh, whatever, I can't do anything about it. No, I had to resolve it, and so far my best solution is to use a completely different computer. I tried a lot of other things software-wise, reinstalling the softwares, trying to update it, just trying to get it to work both on the same computer, but it did not work at all. So that's why I'm resorting to this. A little much, some people might say, but to me, I think it's worth it, definitely. But let's hope it actually works fine, and then everything I just mentioned wasn't, you know, just out of the blue. But yeah, so hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from in that regard. I mean, I feel like those who do, okay, the timing is critical, but those who do edit videos, especially Let's Plays, should know where I'm coming from. I don't know, I just feel like any game capture will never give you exactly what you want. I've always had troubles with my recording softwares and recording the game as you see it in full quality, lossless, without missing out on anything. To me, that's very important, of course. I want my videos to look amazing because a lot of people always ask me this question, and that is like, can I use your game footage, like, 'cause it's really high quality? Honestly, if you're watching this now, and okay, that was really bad. Maybe you don't want to use really bad footage though, like this. But no, if you're watching, you know, like any of my older videos and you enjoy the quality and want to use it for footage, feel free. If anything, I want my videos to look its best so people can want to use it for footage for their own video creations and stuff like that. You can easily just mute my commentary and have like really high quality footage, and to me that's worth it. I've had a lot of, like, I want to say bigger outlets of like review companies and stuff use my footage. I get a lot of people actually tell me they're using it because they're able to tell by my gameplay or what I'm doing in the video. I honestly, it's a huge honor. I don't even need people to like ask me to use it. I don't really care. It's just like, it's at the end of the day, it's Zelda game footage, and if you want to make a video using my footage, feel free. That's how I see it. That's why, yes, one of my goals is to always have top quality, just to always have good quality footage. Obviously, this footage would be a bad idea to use in general because my face is always plastered on it. I don't think you'd want to use this in particular, this Let's Play, but maybe the other one. But still, even if like it's not for people to use, I still want to give you guys everything within the game, show everything that I can show, and not have like anything look bad. Like I said, I'm picky, like my videos to be, I guess, high quality. And from the beginning when I started YouTube, that was always my goal, to like just improve my quality. But okay, so yeah, I really want to get that. I know I've been ignoring the chests within shrines, but that is because some of them obviously are gonna give me stuff like this, and I don't want to skip out on climbing gear. I mean, yeah, it'd be pretty dumb if you ask me. But all right, another shrine down. Wow, we can actually get 2 stamina upgrade, you know, into our wheel. Hopefully we'll have a full second one by the next video. I think, wait, we're currently at 2 already upgrades, so we need 3 in total. We'll almost be there. Probably next video we'll have it. And I'm still going to focus on stamina until I complete all 3 wheels. Like I said, in terms of getting the Master Sword, it will only be switching hearts for the Master Sword. That's the only time I will like choose hearts over the Master Sword. But wait, where's the opponent? Oh, okay, opponent's here. I was gonna say, where'd she go? I kind of want to find her. I mean, I could kind of walk all the way to the next stable that's up ahead, but there are Lazelfos, there are enemies, and I mean, overall, let's just try to get things done with and go as quickly as possible. So yeah, this is one of my favorite areas within the game. I love all the landmarks. I just think it's so cool to see Necluda and the twin peaks of the I guess it's literally just called the dueling peaks, is the proper name for it. Yeah, I love the dueling peaks. I love its structure. I love just like how it's a landmark in Zelda, and when you see the Trial of the Sword, like the very end of completing one of the 3 trials, you get to see like cutouts of drawings of the Sheikah type. Like, it looks like kind of like hieroglyphs almost, but in Sheikah art of the of like the land of Hyrule, and seeing Death Mountain and seeing Necluda part of it. I don't know. To me, I was like, yeah, that's so sick, and I want forever Hyrule to be like that. But okay, that was really easy to get past. I mean, if you don't have a horse and you really need help, just do this. So yeah, I had a lot of people ask it. Like, it was funny because I literally went over like I did like a different route of doing it, and I had a lot of people telling me that you could do it differently and this and that. It's like I knew of that. It's just to me it seemed easier, and that's why for this playthrough I do want to try to solve things a little bit differently than I normally would, so I can show off other ways to solve things. But we're probably not, because at the same time I want to do it the most efficient way, and I feel like the way I did it originally was the most efficient way in terms of getting around. But let's go ahead and do this. There is a chest behind me up here, but not too important. I don't care for it. Let's just go ahead and do this little... There's a lot of, like, I just realized a lot of ball control type thing. We're trying to get the ball to the right area. So, interesting to say the least, but... Okay, and... Perfect. That was too easy. Way too easy. We're having a good time with this, at least. For some reason, I can't get the Divine Beast to work properly, but when it comes to shrines, very easy. Actually, not really. I'm just, to be honest, not too happy with how I took on Meadow, even though we took it on within less than like 10 to 15 minutes. I still feel like I could have done better. I usually like playing the shrines, everything like this, just getting through it without even trying at this point. I'm so used to like doing these that even if I feel slightly, I get a little not necessarily salty, but I feel like I could have done better, you know? I guess you could say that's salt, right? Yeah. I guess I do get a little salty if I misplay, and it does happen a lot on screen, but I've learned to, I guess, accept it. You kind of have to, because I mean, it's gonna happen a lot. It's just generally like commentating and talking to you guys while also trying to play the game. Sometimes, you know, you might not focus exactly what's going on, and you're kind of just speaking, and stuff happens. So, yeah. But all right, so we made our way to the stable. Let's just go ahead and quickly pass by it like this, and then I'm just gonna continue on because I'm not here for that. Also, there are travelers. I'm gonna try to avoid any traveler within the game. And wait, there's a chest here. I don't really need that. Whoa, I just feel like the donkey fell from the sky. Like we saw it spawn in or something. That was weird. But anyways, as I was saying, yeah, there's a lot of travelers, Yiga clan members. I kind of don't want to spot one at all and just pretend they don't exist within a Hyrule field so they don't spawn at me randomly. And we'll see how long I can go not acknowledging a Yiga clan member until the game forces me when I walk by one for them to immediately talk to me, because you don't have to prompt the A button. Sometimes we'll just immediately force a conversation with you. But yeah, I would prefer it if it wasn't raining right now, but it's raining a crap load, and there is Hetsu, so I would like to help you out. Actually, I don't even need to speak to the dude. I believe I can just head straight up and go for what I want to do, and that is take on the enemies at hand. But the question is, what do I have on me aside from bomb arrows that won't even go off? Nothing else. Okay, well, screw it. Let's just go in. Oh, no. Okay, you know what? I don't care. This is early on within the game. It shouldn't be that difficult. Oh, wait, you're attacking a tree, Link. What are you doing? Okay, I shouldn't be using my guardian sword so crazily like this, but at the same time, these guys will eventually start healing, so... Oh, come on. There you go. Perfect. Hit this. That guy. All right, I'm just going ham. I don't even care. This guardian sword is lasting quite a bit, though. I'm enjoying it. Nice. And we did it. So yeah, I just lied man up. I mean, I have some armor and some yellow hearts, and they're, you know, holding very weak weapons. Granted, yeah, they are black bokoblins, which are tougher than blue and red, but when they're holding sticks and boku clubs and stuff like this, or spears, I mean, yeah, I don't need to worry too much, I guess. But okay, let's go ahead and now open up this chest, and, well... Hetsu's maracas. Nice. And what's this? Ooh. Wait, where is this on? I'm really curious. Oh, it's on top of this. Nice. I just want to pinpoint it. But yeah, those are the twin memory shrines, which I really like in concept, like having to visit two different shrines to solve them both together. I think that's awesome. I wish there was more like that. Sadly, there aren't really, but whatever. Let's just go ahead and speak that too. I can see you, buddy. You know, I'm the fairy boy, whatever you want to refer to me as. But yeah, let's go ahead and give him his maracas back. Also give him, I believe, 2 Korok seeds to finish this side quest. But after that, we'll be able to hopefully upgrade over at the Korok Forest. Won't have to find him anymore. Though you can find him at random stables leading to Korok Forest, and he'll keep telling you to keep going, but you can avoid that entirely. But yeah, I freaking love his voice. Sounds hilarious. But alright, let's do weapon. Let's do weapon and I'm trying to think, because if we get the Hylian shield and we have Rivali's bow, we're probably gonna do the exact same thing we did before and only focus on weapon, because weapon's gonna be pretty much the only thing we truly need throughout most of the game. So whatever, let's do it. Let's give him the second one. I don't think we'll be able to upgrade any more of those, sadly, so yeah, you dance. We go 1 maraca for each, or 1 seed for each maraca. I don't think that's even enough to really get it shaking, but still. Alright, there goes saying, oh look, it's time, grandpa, blah blah blah. So yeah, I guess thanks for bringing it on and go back home. Alright, yeah. So we will speak to you later, Makar. Or I called him Makar. Close enough, you know, they're both Koroks. Hetsu or whatever, but you know, Makar would have been awesome if there would. I feel like the Korok mask is a good enough reference to Makar, because I do believe it's the Korok mask is based off of Makar's little leaf mask, because every single Korok has a leaf type mask, but Makara's is the best looking one in my opinion. At least I think it's like the cutest one when you see him. But alright, let's go ahead and get this Korok seed. Speaking of Koroks, you know, we got more along the way. So there we go, another one down. You know, we can continue on. I don't know if this guy's actually trolling me. He's sitting down. That's the thing, I haven't spoke to him. He's probably, because he said it's hard to climb in the rain. You know what, let's figure out. I'm not gonna play like afraid of the person. I would like to know. I'm sure you guys are interested as well. So I'm not gonna leave you guys hanging. Wait a second. Oh, wait, the person got up and started running. Okay, so, help. Are you a traveler or what? Here, come here. Here, come here. Speak to me, buddy. Or not. This guy's just terrified. You don't want to talk. Okay, never mind. Let's not hit you with this. And you got a traveler shield? Wait, I want this. Okay, give me your shield, because I'm out of shields and I don't want this Boku arm, but let's kick that. Let's see. So this we don't need, this we don't need. I'm going to pick up this one instead. And then, bam, bam. Yeah, let's kill you. Alright, where'd you go? No, wait, he's gone. Okay, there we go. That was a close one. Hey, buddy. Oh, okay, yeah, never mind. I thought it was a traveler, but no, we got a sneaky elixir for helping him out. And climbing the rain very hard, this and that. Well, wait, what do you sell, actually? I'm kind of curious. So he is a traveling merchant like us. Ooh, this would actually be very useful in making food to find the perfect horse. And I'll buy it just because I mean, you don't really need to buy it, and I probably can pick him up very easily, but just, why not, right? I don't know why I spent my rupees there, though. Actually, I'm starting to regret it, because I could have got something else, but still, we'll find rupees somewhere else. Some way, somehow. I don't know. But either way, we have arrived to Kakariko. Sadly, it's raining. Actually, it's very late at night, and there is another Korok seed right here. Believe it or not, there's a weird Korok seed to get, but if you see already a lot of arrows on the side, you might want to also try hitting it, and well, yeah, that will give you a Korok seed. I think that's a cool reference to just Zelda as a whole. So many shooting things in eyes. It's nice to get a Korok seed like that, but alright, here we are. She's probably asleep. I don't really know what's going on with her, but I'm just going to ignore her and continue on. So I guess we should find the inn and go to bed, because I don't think we'll be able to do too much while it's raining here. Mainly just because I want it to be daytime. I think that'd be nicer. So yeah, let's go ahead and grab this first and foremost. And actually, I just realized I'm going to try something pretty cool. Alright, so let's see. Do I have an apple on me? No. But that won't take too long to find, right? No? Yes, no? Where's an apple? Okay. Don't have it that hard to find a stinking apple. What's in here, actually? It's definitely not an apple, but it will do. An iron shroom. You know what? We'll just go ahead and head up to the Sheikah Shrine, and then from there. So I do want to pick up that Korok seed. I do want time to pass by. So we got a couple things we can do while we're here, and I just realized I don't even need to wear this anymore. We can, I guess, put on the Nintendo Switch shirt. Should I do that? I mean, until we get something better. I just don't need the Rito attire at the moment, because it's not really that cold. But I don't know why that's my reason in removing the Rito attire, because I actually really like the way it looks. But I was just like, whatever, let's just have less defense for this. I do believe this is a tutorial-like shrine, so it's going to be very simple. We're just going to have to execute Flurry Rush and other types of attacks. I think Flurry Rush like twice or 3 times, and then the perfect parry and a spin attack or something. It's cool, though, because like the game doesn't teach you how to fight or really do these abilities. You kind of figure them out as you go along, and then they have this tutorial just in case, which equals as a shrine. And the way this frickin' looks, I wish we were able to take a photo of this frickin' guardian. It looks awesome, if you ask me. But you know what? It's fine. We'll be able to do that later on. Okay, let's go ahead and first grab. I believe we can actually get ourselves a shield. Yes, I want this as well. I mean, I have really crappy shields. Granted, I won't need it after I get the Highland shield, but still. And that will probably be in the next video, like mentioned. But for now, let's just grab this and grab probably a sword that we can use in this battle, right? Yes, okay. So yeah, we got a sword and shield. I'm gonna go ahead and use literally these exact weapons they give me, because why risk using other weapons? And now the battle begins. So let's start off by, oh wait, I had to do a side dodge. I'm stupid. Okay, let's start off by, there we go, flurry rush. Oh yeah, now we're going in for a bunch of attacks. That's cool. And now what's next? So backflip will also do you another flurry rush if they attack in a different angle. Not going forward, but going for more of a swipe type thing. So you're gonna see this right now. There we go. And then I'm not even gonna bother. Bam, once, that's good enough. I believe that's all you need to do. Hey, look at that slow-mo action. Now we're gonna take it seriously. And then parry, very simple to do, at least against guardian beams. It may differ against actual enemy attacks, especially with how they all do different types of attacks. But let's go ahead and attempt this. So boom, oh, okay, I misclicked. Or not misclicked, but clicked a little late. There we go. Bam. We got the perfect guard. And last but not least, the spin attack. I don't even know why they teach you this. It is really something we wouldn't know. This is not hidden. This has been in every Zelda game. Like, come on. There we go. And we've done it. And let me actually see if I have something better to pick up. I don't want to get rid of that really good guardian weapon, even though it's about to break. I'd rather have it break on me. But okay, so you have done well in these crucial skills. Now proceed. Okay. Yeah, these skills will be pretty crucial when the time is right. Maybe. But either way, let's go ahead and grab these and pick up our prize. I'm actually kind of curious what it will be. What will the Sheikah offer us for doing this little tutorial? Opal, okay. Whatever, that's good enough, I guess. Alright, so now what I want to do is, I guess, let's go ahead and meet Impa. I don't really care for finding that apple, but I do want to kind of progress the story. We'll probably be making our way to Hateno as well as, like, aiming for the Highland Shield in the next video. But as long as I can get the Impa section done with, which is literally just speaking to her and learning more about the divine beasts, will be good. And plus, I'm excited to hear her voice in Japanese. I actually liked her English voice as well. Like I said, I like all the English voices except Zelda's. That and I guess that's it. That's pretty much the only voice. That's the issue though, because Zelda's voice outdoes all the other voices combined. You hear hers more than you hear every other voice within the game. So, yeah, to me that was kind of an issue. But, okay, let's go ahead and do this now. You think I'm going to talk to those guards in the front that are blocking my way? Screw that! And hey, look, it's Peya. What's up? Oh, man! There's so many men in here, but I guess, you know, she realized who we truly are, you know? And I guess she's really into Link. I mean, she literally has a diary talking about Link and all of that, which we'll be able to read later on. But just remember, I guess it sounds just like how the English Impa sounds.
Link, すっかり年を取ってしまったが、覚えておるじゃろ?
Yeah, it's just, you know, an old lady voice. It sounds good, though, you know. It's still genuine, you know, believable. It's Impa. It's not really like a character, a little too over-exaggerated. I feel like that happens a lot with certain dub, and it usually ruins it when you really feel like they're over-exaggerating, over-emphasizing everything. But I'm not getting that from this. Obviously, I didn't really feel like I would get that way. But some, you know, dialogue is like that. I don't feel like the English dialogue had that at all either. I'm just kind of comparing and... Yeah, but okay, 100 years ago, this and that happened, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I already have Rivali's Guild. So, yes, I am ready to seek the greater good, this and that. And now I do believe we're going to get the seek. Our Impa mission should be complete. Oh, wait. Oh, we get this too. Let me actually listen to this.
ハイラル王国の歴史は太古の昔から幾度もガノンという名の厄災に見舞われてきた歴史。
Man, I love the history behind this. But okay, let's just move on though. Just wanted to hear her voice for a little bit. Pretty nice, but that's good. Or 100 years ago, this and that, 10,000 years ago, there was the legend, and now we must repeat it. Free the 4 divine beasts? Yeah, we'll do it. I mean, I already did one of them, though, so, yeah. Wait, let's see what happens. Oh, it only shows 3. That's cool. Alright, free the divine beasts. See me, Sheikah Slate's not complete. We gotta go, yeah, to the research lab. Understood. I don't need you to tell me more on that. So, locked mementos. New objective. Alright, Princess Zelda, we are the Destiny. Okay, Seek Out Impa is complete. Nice, I really wanted to complete that quest. And now we know what we need to do next. And that is not free the Divine Beast, but lock the mementos. I actually want to finish this first. And yeah, so... Oh, Master Link, I just realized I didn't expect her to walk in like that. But whatever is the matter at this hour, dark magic preys upon the land when darkness falls. Please, promise to take care. Okay, I will, thanks. Pay is pretty nice, but you know, I'm ready to actually start my journey, and I guess we will end things off here. There's not really much else I want to do outside of heading to Hateno, and then we'll get into the real juicy things with the Highland Shield, approaching Akala, doing all of that. So trying to, you know, challenge ourselves, but sadly, we're going to be doing something really easy up ahead, and that is what the game wants you to do early on within the game. But from there, we're going to change things up and visit Hyrule Castle and head to this corner of Hyrule, even though we have so much more to explore. So there's a lot to do. I'm excited. I'm having so much fun with this. I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. And if you guys are, be sure to leave a like. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Let me know if there's anything in particular you'd want me to do, you know, as soon as possible, or anything you want me to tackle. Always open to your guys' suggestions, and I mean, this is a Let's Play, so I want you guys to join me on this journey. So yeah, your input is always recommended and, you know, useful. So thank you all so much for watching once again. I've been ZeldaMaster, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye!